Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about principles of management, and we know very well day by day the scope of management education goes on increasing, and the backbone of management education, the subject is principles of management, where we are going to talk about the different functions of management and the need of these functions to handling the business firm in which the target oriented work is going to be planned. So starting with the management, the question is going to be arised in the mind, just what is a management? Most of time the many authors came with the many definitions about the management and what exactly the management is. But this management word, it is not new for us. In daily routine also we know about the management, and we are try to manage from early morning to till the night when we went into the bed. Sometimes when we are in a bed, still we are managing for the next day, we are planning for the next day. And in a day, whatever we plan, what activities we try to complete, just all that activities before doing, we try to think on it. It is nothing but yes, we try to manage that activity, or we try to manage the day. But as per the definitions given by many individuals, many authors, management is nothing but it is an optimal way to accomplish a task and achieve the goals using the functions of management. Then which functions of management? Planning, organizing, staffing, directing, as well as controlling. So these are the 5 major functions of management, and these functions are utilized for implementation of management in any sort of business firm or the corporate firm, as well as in routine life also we are using these functions. As I told earlier, the planning is one of the function we know very well. When we are going to the bed, we plan for the next day. Yes, what are the important activities we have to complete? And thinking before doing any work, it is nothing but the planning. Organizing, yes, for planning the particular work, what resources we required. Mostly we know very well in business firm, the 5 resources are mostly considered. They are known as 5 M's of organization: man, money, machine, material, method. These 5 resources need to be organized properly. If they are available, yes, through these resources or properly organizing these resources, we can complete or implement the plan. Staffing, where as per the work we have to assign that work to the right person. Assigning the work to the right person, it affect on the right output in a right time with right cost. Otherwise we know very well, just many of time if the work is not assigned to the right person, it will affect on delay of work. Just like many of times many individuals are not interested to complete that task or not ready to work for the particular working hours. In that situation, the work is not going to be accomplished, and there is a possibility of a delay in work. Delay of work of one person or one department affect on delay of work of other departments or other individuals. If we try to visit any assembly unit of known branded organization, just like recently I visited Mahindra and Mahindra, where the Mahindra XUV 500 is going to be assembled. During that assembly process, I seen just around 500 employees are working on the assembly chain of XUV 500. And at a different stage, just variety of employees are working and they assign variety of jobs. But the assigned work are specially and fluently done by these individuals. Within a quick time period, the time assigned, the particular job is going to be completed at that particular station by that employees. So by this way, 500 employees are working on one single chain, and in between that, if at a one stage, if delay took place, yes, remaining all employees, all stages, that delay is going to be affected. So when we talk about directing, Directing is one of the function where we know very well leadership, the person who lead, the person who direct the properly, who command on the peoples. Yes, day by day this function or the leadership, it is one of the important function we found in business firms, where the person who is responsible or who to whom the work is assigned, yes, he having that responsibility to complete that work along with the team assigned to him or her at the particular organization. Similarly, the last function is a control. We know very well, yes, being a human, yes, we are intellectual, and in this process, intellectual process in a business, yes, every individual not that much interested in every work, but many of times, yes, at the lower level management or at the workers level, we found, yes, many of times the peoples are not ready to listen, ready to implement the work assigned or the particular method and the process assigned to them, and on basis of that, to control them, to control their activities, to control their work, yes, there is a need of supervisors, there is a need of low level management. They are going to take care for all the employees and their work or assigned work at that time of the particular organization at that particular level. So the management is, simply said, management is nothing but optimal way to accomplish task and achieve the goals. That is, goals are very important. In every business firm, the goals and objectives, those are going to be direct for making the plan. And on basis of planning, yes, remaining all management functions are dependent. When we are going to talk about management, management means directing and controlling a group of people or an organization to reach the goals. So at anyhow, in another definition, it is said, yes, directing and controlling the human resource. Yes, today in corporate firm, the major work of every manager at lower level management, middle level management or top level management only left, that is, yes, managing the human resource. Because managing remaining 4 resources, it is too easy for the manager. Just like, yes, as we discussed, yes, man is the first human resource, but along with that, machines, money, method and material. So very important, that is human resource, man. We know very well, because man having their intellectual thinking, conceptual thinking, they are having their own behavior patterns, and at workplace it is expected, yes, everyone should go for target work assigned by the manager or supervisor to them. So in this case, when we talk about management, yes, directing and controlling, yes, directed towards organizational goals as well as controlling the actions of human resource or the team of employees, those who are working under them. Also it is said management means deployment of human resource as well as manipulation. Yes, deploying this right person for the right job, efficiency goes on increasing, as well as manipulation, yes, where they are needed, at what time, yes, it need to be utilized properly. Similarly, the financial resources, technical resources, natural resources need to be made available during the work in a business firm. And we know very well the management is dynamic and efficient in nature, because every day came with some new problems, and that new problem required new solutions. So every issue at the level of management need to be resolved. May that problem raised at top level, middle level, or may at the lower level, as well as at the supervisory level also, the maximum management issues and the problems are going to be raised. So as we discussed a few definitions, but we know very well the George Terry gives some different definition about the management, which explains a lot about management. Just like management is a distinct process consisting of planning, organizing, executing, controlling, utilizing in each both science and arts, and followed in order to accomplish predetermined objectives. That is just business objectives are predetermined, and to achieve these predetermined objectives, yes, we required management functions. And when we talk about management, yes, George Terry said, yes, management is arts as well as science. That is somewhere the artistic nature need to be there to implement the plan, and the science, the scientific process need to be implemented, which help to give the right outcome or to achieve the business goals. Similarly, the Peter Drucker, he also defines the management as, management is a multi-purpose organ. Just like the human body, we have multiple organs. Similarly, management also having multi-purpose organ that manage the business and manages the managers and manages work and workers. So these are the few definitions, but something different definition that mostly used, and it is very easy to understand. That is, management is art of getting things done through and with the people in formally organized groups. Notes given this definition, and this definition is very simple to understand. Management, it is a art of getting things done through others. Yes, really, we know it very well. Yes, doing any work by our own, it is something different, and making someone other to complete that work as per our instruction or as per our requirement. And in this case, yes, this definition is perfect, where in business we are expect the same. Whatever work is going to be assigned, we have to do that work with the team. Being a one manager, we have to complete the work of 50 employees, those who are working under us, and for that we have to guide and direct. And every employee's performance should be same, accuracy also same, the time required to complete that work also the same, or as well as the investment of money to complete that work also need to be same. So on basis of that, yes, making people work for organized or for formally organized group in the organization, that's the job of manager in this business firm. As well as, yes, the known authors, those who contribute a lot for management, just like F.W. Taylor, who is known as the father of scientific management. He said, management is the art of getting, or management is the art of knowing what is to be done and seeing that it is done in the best possible manner. It's a very simple definition given by F.W. Taylor, and this definition reflects the scientific thoughts of F.W. Taylor. Yes, management is art of knowing what is to be done. That is, before starting the work, it need to be know, yes, what work we have to do, and on basis of that, yes, we need to find out it is done in a best possible way. That is, to complete that work which is the best possible way, we need to be considered. And if we use the best possible way, yes, we know it very well, yes, it gives the best outcome or more productivity. Similarly, yes, Henry Fayol, yes, he contributes with his own definition. He said, yes, management is to forecast, to plan, to organize, to command, to coordinate and control the activities of others. Forecasting is planning for the future, and as per forecasting, yes, plan is going to be prepared and that plan need to be implemented. And during implementation, yes, organizing the resources as well as whatever resources we are using, yes, there is a need to be command that resources, as well as, yes, there is a need a proper coordination as well as control. Yes, very well defined by the Henry Fayol, and from these definition we understood, yes, what management is. Now, the important part to know more about the management, that is the nature and characteristics of management. Here we are having a couple of characteristics. Just we are going in a brief, just how the nature and characteristics of management help us to understood management it is more. Yes, many of times, yes, when I'm going to ask the students about, yes, are you aware about the management? Yes, most of time the question answer comes, yes, we are aware. But when I ask, yes, where you heard this word, then most of time they said, yes, we heard in a class. Any other place outside the class? Most of time listening this word or hearing this word is very difficult, because nowhere this word is utilized by someone, but impact of this management work everywhere. So at every place where you are, just like when you are coming out or when you are at home, yes, in at home also you found the management, just like your mother at the kitchen. Yes, if we are seen or if we visit especially kitchen as a one management place, we seen in a less place how all the atoms required for preparation of the food, variety of food, required all ingredients, how they are placed. And mother knows very well, yes, which atom placed at which place. Within a less time period, the required atoms are going to made available. So at home we are seeing the management by your mother. Father, yes, he knows very well every day whatever resources he using at home, yes, all the resources are planned and arranged accordingly. Just like if he is using the vehicle, yes, he knows very well every day he has to go to the office, and for that his vehicle need to be ready. May it is a two-wheeler or the four-wheeler. Yes, he is take care for the next day. He knows very well whatever funds required for the kitchen, for all the requirements at home, for the fees of the students, for the any other payments, there's a grocery requirements and all. So he managing his funds and managing the particular month. So at home we are seeing the management. When we coming out from the home on road, yes, everywhere we are seeing the roads are constructed properly. Limited roads are there, but on that roads the vehicles are running to and fro. And these vehicle drivers knows very well how to drive that vehicle. From which side they have to drive, left and the right. So there is no any sort of conjunction. Where there is a possibility of conjunction, the roads are crossing, at that place the signals are set, and we know very well how signals are work. We follow the signals and the conjunction and the road jams are going to be minimized. The people, those who are walking on the road, yes, footpaths are there, and especially they are designed for the pedestrians. So this is what, yes, when we out from the home also we are seeing the management on road. So management is not only concerned with the business. In business, management is utilized professionally, the outcome to get the particular target achieved. So if we are going to talk more about the nature and characteristics, yes, here we are going one by one. Yes, management is an activity. Management, it is an activity when it is going to be start and when it is going to be over, and what are the required resources are going to be made available. After a particular time period, that activity is over, but in that activity something is going to be considered which is beneficial for the firm. Management is purposeful or goal oriented activity. Yes, as it is activity, it is start and end, but when it is going to be start, some set objectives are there, some set purpose is there behind starting that activity. Just like in business, if any businessman going to think to start the business, yes, they are thinking for investing the money, and on basis of their investment they are targeting particular returns. That's why, yes, it is considered as a purposeful or the goal oriented activity. Management concerned with efforts of group. Yes, management, if the one person is there, yes, one person can manage himself, but we know very well in organization, yes, many human resource, many employees, many workers, many supervisors, many managers are working in a team for the task or the work assigned to them, and they need to be work together, because if they work together, then only the target works or the business firm's expectations are going to be fulfilled. So in management, efforts of groups are more concerned rather than efforts of one person. Being a manager, you have to guide and instruct all the workers, those who are working under you. For example, how the efforts of group are there. Just like if we talk about the organization, in organization or in any business firm, we can't find all the employees are unskilled. There are three types of workers or if the workers are going to be divided, the three categories are going to be met: unskilled, semi-skilled, and the skilled one. But one skilled employee, the one skilled manager, he makes 50 or more than that unskilled employees by providing the right method of doing the work. So the work of one skilled person done by 50 employees and 50 unskilled employees, work is equal to 50 skilled employees. This is what the task, this is what the magic of management. That is, one skillful manager makes 50 unskilled employees work equal to 50 skilled managers, 50 skilled employees. And that's why, yes, here the efforts of groups are important. Management applies economic principle. Yes, in business firm, yes, everything comes from the money, and if the money is available, the resources are utilized. For every work, for every small to any big work, yes, there is a concern of economy. Yes, how much money invested for that work, it need to be calculated, because that money need to be recovered from that activity. The management involves decision making. Yes, in management, decision making is there from starting itself. When we are doing the plan, yes, we are thinking, and in that thinking process, what exactly we are doing, we try to think for the best solution. In decision making, we know, yes, many or the more number of alternatives are available, and out of these alternatives we have to select the best alternative, and selection of that best alternative is nothing but decision making. Then management concerned with all the activities and the resources, and these resources and activities need to be coordinated. Yes, in management, yes, all the resources, those are made available, just like as I told, 5 M's are there. These resources need to be coordinated. Where there is a need, they need to be made available. Then management is universal process. Yes, where we are going to use the management principles, these principles are effect to provide the right outcome, the right output from the management. Management is integrating process. Yes, integration of all types of activities, all types of resources, through that the targets are going to be, or the goals are going to be achieved. Management is intangible in nature. Yes, it is very tough to showcase the management. Yes, we can't carry, we can't travel, we can't show, but we make the feel of management. Just only completion of the work, the impact of that manager or that management process is going to be showcased. Management is both science as well as art. As we see, the management is a science. The scientific principles, with the scientific way, the management principles, if they are applied, yes, they give one, or they opt the right outcome which is targeted. Similarly, management is art. As we know very well, again and again we are talking, management is nothing but managing the human resource, and managing the human resource, it is really an art for that person, because handling and controlling the human resource, it is very tough job. Sometimes handling a machine, to train ourselves for handling the machine, it is too easy. Once we train ourselves, yes, handling that machine for forever, it is too easy. But handling one person is not sufficient to understood, and handling and controlling the other person, it is too tough. That's why, yes, management is considered as intangible. Management is a profession, as well as management is interdisciplinary approach. Management not individual work, yes, management connected with all other disciplines, just like the psychology, just like the statistics. All these other streams also helped in the management to prepare the plans, to organize the resources, and that's why it is considered as management is interdisciplinary approach. Management is a system of authority. Yes, in management we are seeing the person who going to control, yes, he need the proper authority along with him, then only he can implement, or he make everyone work for the particular organization. Management is a dynamic function, not a static. Yes, as the situation change, time change, as the particular work change, as the human resource change, as sometimes the place changes, we have to change the management process. And this is all about the nature and characteristics of management.